Hello, everybody. It's Monday, the start of a new week. We've got Mike there, the globe trotter. Where are you, Mike? You have to tell me where you are.
I'm in Spain at the moment.
Ah, right, okay. I can't keep up with them. And we've got Tammy there in America. So
I'm not in Spain.
We're going global today. So the builders have finished. Literally, they were working Saturday and Sunday, believe it or not, right outside my front window, putting new foundations. But they finally finished, so I'm hoping that's the end of it. So today we've got, what have we got? We've got a lot of updates today. So I'll start sharing my screen first. I'll go through my boring stats. Some people like them, some people don't. But we'll have to keep everybody happy. I like them, so you're going to be stuck with them. Hang on a second, I'll just share my screen. Well, share screen. I've lost the page now. Just give us a second. I'm all over the place today. You're going to have to forgive us, everybody. I don't know what the hell is the matter with me today. So the stats, let's have a look. I'm sharing. Just give us a thumbs up, somebody.
Yep, you are, yep.
Right, smashing. Okay, so the stats. This is real time. We've got 28 people on the side at the minute. This one I'd like to keep my eyes on. Alexa rankings, we're doing well. We're going down. They normally update it about 9 p.m. my time, which is 8 p.m. UK. So I like to look at this every day, but it's going down every day. It's slowing down a bit as well, because as you get closer, you know, as you go down closer to the ranks, there's more competition. But it's moving in the right direction, 100%. So I'm keeping an eye on these stats. The bounce rate's very low, and the daily page views and the time on the site, 12 minutes and 48 seconds, which is, you know, it's for me, that's fantastic. Again, YouTube's still in there. BTC clicks, lead page plus. So that advertising source is definitely working. Facebook and Google is hands down. You know, we'll go through that in the training. If you haven't seen the training videos, you can have a look over there. Just a heads up, people. I've got some exciting news coming on Wednesday, I hope. It may be before, but I've been working with this. We've got something very, very, what I think is quite exciting on the banners. So if you click now on your banner, you'll come up with an error, which is on purpose. What I've done is I've closed the banners off, so nobody at the minute can buy a banner. We're going to show all the banners that people have paid for, because everybody's, you know, if you've paid for your banner, you want your views. So we're loading the banners up with people, you know, the credits that they had left. And then on Wednesday, so don't miss the Hangout on Wednesday, people. We've got some good, I think it's smashing news. It's going to be, I don't think anybody's doing this at the minute. I haven't seen it, but it's something, you know, banner advertising with a twist. You could call it that. But, you know, it's, we'll have to keep moving. You know, we'll have to keep forward thinking. I'm just going to stop sharing for a second. It's no good, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's no good sitting still. I'm trying to think different ways, and, you know, how to excite people, how to get people to come back to the website, how to get a little bit fun as well. I want the fun factor. And I dropped it, literally, I've been busy with this for 2 days, but I dropped it on Tammy and Mike this morning. What do you think of this? I'd already started doing it. So I'm glad they like the idea, but we're not telling you what it is until it's finished. So Hangout on Wednesday. Don't miss the Hangout on Wednesday. I promise you, I think it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to pass it over to Tammy. We introduced the CPA, which is cost per action, on Friday, I think it was. It's either Friday or Saturday, I can't remember. But Tammy's going to give you a walkthrough of how to advertise with a CPA and what you can do with it. You know, it's a very powerful tool. So I'll hand it to you, Tammy, and then after that we'll go to Mike and we can figure out what Mike's been doing, because I think he's been overthrown as the king of the sign-ups, and I think he's on a mission.
Right. Right, we love missions. Hey, you know what? Speaking of missions, I think I said this the other day, but set yourself a goal, because goals. Here's a little trick. Once you present a question to your brain or a goal to your brain, and we know this generally, but once we say it and we go, hey, I want 10 members by Thursday or whatever, then your brain goes to work on that problem, because our brain loves to solve problems. So this is what I like, is that we're always thinking and trying to think ahead to bring more value to you guys. And I talked to a guy yesterday briefly in Facebook, and I haven't even talked to Jim yet about my other ideas. So I'm hoping that we can work something out here and even bring more value, more traffic, more advertising. But I'll talk to Jim later. He did have a rough morning, so I didn't want to spring it on him at the last minute right before Hangout, because he'll be like his bird. He'll be flying around and chirping, so I didn't want to do that to him. So, but anyway, I'm going to show you I don't even know the name of it. CPA, CPT. Let me look here. CPA, cost per action. So let me share my screen, because I forgot to do that and I just jumped over there. So here it is. And you go over here to your dash, and I picked on the advertise. You come down here to the CPA, and then it'll bring this box up right here. You do new. And I wanted to start it because I wanted to make sure that I had the right banner in here. And I tried the 125 and it didn't work. So I'm glad I kind of tested it out. But here you'll come to your category. And I'll go back to the beginning and show you that tab that you click on. But I wanted to get this part set up first. So I clicked on registration. And what this cost per action really is it's another way for people to see your specific program, service, or offer. But they actually have to do something. So you're paying somebody based on the amount that you designate up front. You're paying someone to complete an action, not just look at the page and surf by, or find it in the traffic grid, but you're actually paying them to take that additional step. And here it might be that they're doing an email. It might be that you're asking them to register an account. It might be that you're asking them to register and pay. You would put that down in your description, or you're asking them to look at a trial offer. But it's something that they have to complete in order to come back and ask you to pay them, the amount that you specified. So in this example, I put in my coin impressions link, and then I came down here and I copied my image address in coin impressions, and then I come here and I added it just like we do every other banner. I added it right here, and you click on that and you submit the URL, and then it loads. If you don't see it loading here, then you didn't do it right, and go back and do it again. And then you're going to put your description here. So I said earning money and your advertising. I'll just say this here. Sure. And pay. This is just an example for the video. Hangout and pay in order to receive. Okay. And then you come down here and you decide how many of these you want to offer, and then you decide how much you want to pay. Do I want to pay 50 cents? Do I want to pay $1? Do I want to pay $10 for a sign up? It's really up to you. Obviously, I'm probably not going to pay $10 for a sign up, but I might. There are some programs that are worth, you spend that much on advertising and don't get anything. So this is why I feel like this is a very powerful way to reach people with your other programs, because you're asking them to not just look at it, but take that other step. And if your program is solid, it might be worth it to you. It might be worth $5 to you. It might be worth $2 or $1. Or you might want to put in 50 cents and try it. But then people go back, and Jim's going to show you that part. People go back into the advertise part of it, and they see that link, and then they see what your directions are in order to get paid actually for doing this. Because this is what we're doing here, right? We're advertising, and we're helping you earn additional income by providing these offers for you. So then you decide here what you want them to do. So they do have to provide a login ID, an email. I don't usually select that one, but check the offer. Do they have to do Let me read that again. Check to allow offer to be completed multiple times. No, I don't ever pick that because I don't want to pay a person over and over to do the same thing. So once you get that done, you come down here, you make sure you have money in your ad balance, and then you send, and then it will take that out of your ad balance, and then it will show up over here in the advertise section, which you'll see it here in a second, in order for you to fill it out. So in the earnings section, I'm sorry. So I'm a little bit all over the map here, but I want to go back here and show you again what I skipped over in the first place because I wanted to make sure it was working. So you select new, and then you'll see your categories, and you just start and do that there. What I went through just a second ago. So the other thing I wanted to say is over here we have an Ads Earn Facebook group. And you'll see here, we only have 189 members, and that's a lot less than the number of members that are in Ads Earn Bitcoin. So, be promoting the Facebook page as well. I'm going to ask people here shortly to post, we've been making some training videos. If you have something that you're stuck on or you feel like would help your team, understand how to get going in Ads Earn Bitcoin, just throw a link over or throw a question over and say, hey, I need a video, or a post over, I need a video on XYZ, and we'll make that video for you. Chances are it's already made for you in the social media site, or under the video in Ads Earn Bitcoin, but just say what you need, okay? Because we want you to be able to find your way around here, navigate your way around here, and Ads Earn Bitcoin. Because if you get in here and it's too hard for you, or you don't understand it and you leave, then it's not going to help you. And that's why we're here. We're here to help you get traffic and offers to your main program, whatever that is. So I'm going to stop sharing and throw it back over to you, Jim or Mike? Mike. Okay, there you go, Mike.
Right, is it me? Yep. Okay. Hi there, guys. Let me share my screen to start off with. Where are we? Here we go. Let's share screens. And here we go. Should be sharing now. Yep. Okay, that's brilliant. Well, Ads Earn Bitcoin. Well, it's just amazing. But the questions that I keep getting asked is, how do I earn with Ads Earn Bitcoin? Well, if you go into your back office, here we go with Earn here. And Tammy's just been through the CPA. And I think Jim's going to go through the GPT after me. But we've got pay-to-click ads. We've got traffic exchange. We've got Facebook grid, and these are all ways in which you can earn money. So PTC, paid to click. Now I've already done these ads this morning. You do these once a day, and you just click on these, 10-20 seconds each, and you'll get credited for clicking on each of these adverts. Traffic exchange. With these, you can click as many adverts as you like. Let this load up. Here we go. And it should load up. You'll see a circle coming up top left-hand corner. It's taking its time to load up, probably because it's got a video with it. Yeah, it has. Let's get that. Yeah, it's taking its time. It's probably my internet. Tell you what, we'll go to another one. We'll start again. There we go. You see, it starts loading. When it gets to 100%, you click on an icon and send it, and then you get credited. There we go. It tells me to click on the house, so I click on the house and I click send. And there you see, I've been credited 0.0023 of a dollar for that ad. Click next. And same again, it loads up. And you can do as many of these as you wish. think up to a maximum of 500. The most I've done is 100 so far. Magnifying glass, click send, and then when you've had enough, you can close and you come back to your dashboard. Then you can go to your Facebook likes. If anybody's put any of their fan pages in here, I've clicked most of them by now, but let's see, is anybody, see if we've got any new ones. Just loading. Yeah, I've liked that one. Yeah, so there's no new ones for me to click on, but if there was some for you to click, there would be a button here without the tick. Just click on it and you'll get some points, and points makes money. Then we've got the traffic grid. And here, this is a bit of fun as well. And you can win between $1 and $2. You can get some money credited $1 to $2 into your traffic balance, and you can earn points as well. And basically, you just pick a square, click on it, and it's an advert. You know, we've placed adverts in there, and it's another way of getting your adverts seen. And let's just, oh, my internet is a bit slow tonight. Come on. Again, it's the same thing, and you'll get the circle coming up here, loading. And when I click send, it'll tell me whether I've won. You've won nothing, so I've got to try again. So I close it, and you try again. And you can do that as many times as you like. And so those are the main ways in which you can earn money with ads and Bitcoin. And you can earn, you know, for free. You don't have to be a paid member, but obviously being a paid member, you earn more commissions, and you earn up to 75% as a gold member. Got a fly flying around. So gold member is the best to be. And if you want to upgrade, you go up, click on here, upgrade, and you select the membership here that you want to join. Silver for 30 days, gold for 30 days at $25. That's the one I recommend. Or you can go for 90 days at the different levels, bronze, silver, and gold. Gold, you get 75% commission. Silver, I think it's 33%, and bronze is 5%. And as a free member, 5%. So there you go. That's how to earn money with ads and Bitcoin. Now, Jim mentioned I'd been knocked off the top slot, and yes, I have. So I've got to work a little bit harder. Let's just go on to the leaderboard. And as you can see, where are we? Yes, Richard there has knocked me off the top spot off the top spot by quite a bit. So I don't know what he's doing to get all these referrals coming in, but you know, he's not quite getting there with me yet with the top commissions. And of course, this is the main one, really. But yeah, you know, it's all good fun, is this, and I quite enjoy it. Now, I'll just show you something that we've got in the back office here, and it's my links. Here we go. And is what this is Let's Click, and it's a program that's in the back there, and you can set your adverts up. But it's what it does, it monitors the amount of clicks you get into your ads on Facebook. Now, these are 4 ads that I've done. This one here I did today, and 32 clicks. So I know that that's getting some clicks on it. This one here I did yesterday, 113 clicks. So you can see what works and what doesn't work. But I mean, most of these are getting like 67 clicks. I did that one yesterday, so that's only a day old. And this one's 2 days old, 51 clicks. So, you know, you can see if there's some that's not getting any results, you know, to bin them and continue with the ones that's getting the results. So to get to this Let's Click, you go to, where is it? I had it here somewhere. Hang on, just bear with me. I must have closed it. We go to earlybirds.com and go to, I'll just pause that, and go to marketing tools. And here on the drop down, Let's Click. Click on there. And watch the presentation. And if it's something that you want, to do, and I think it's an excellent program, you can take it from there just by clicking on this. But it tells you all about it here, and I recommend this because you have to know what results you're getting from your postings, and this is an excellent way to do it. So there, I think that's my little bit for today, and I think I'll hand it back to Jim when I stop sharing. Hang on, stop sharing.
Cheers, Mike.
That's it. Have I stopped?
Yeah, you're good. That Let's Click. Yeah, I've been using that tool for I think about 3 months now, and it's later on after this Hangout, I'm going to shoot a new video. I don't know if anybody's watching the training series.
I am.
Show you where to find that, but that's the next video because it's part of the pixel training. That's one of the tools I use to collect the Facebook pixel audience, and it's one of the. Telling you, it's one of the best tools out there at the minute. There's other tools, and I'll show you now. I'll show you the link in a second where to find the training for the CPA. I'm just going to go rotate. Yes, I wanted to share my screen. Just there's a couple of recaps. There's again, I do a lot of the support. Steph. Congratulations to Steph, by the way. Our daughter's just had a baby. That's why she's not here. But we're going to get her on this Hangout. If she's not on Wednesday, she'll be on Friday. She's not. We'll drag her on here, kicking and screaming. But I'll just share my screen. 1 second. So I wanted to go over the rotator. A few people have asked us how do I join the rotator link? And if you're in the Facebook group, we set up a rotator for people who kind of struggle to get sign-ups and where they don't know where to advertise. So obviously I keep a good eye on what stats, you know, what results I'm getting for the paid advertising. Paid advertising is always the best. It doesn't matter, you know, free is free. You'll get some good results, but paid you'll get better. So we set up, if you go to your back office and just go to referral, click rotator link. And again, look in the Facebook group. You'll see people's results either in the early birds or adult in Bitcoin Facebook group. You'll see people posting the results. They're getting signups. Now, there's no guarantee that that sign-up's going to be a paid member. That's your job. You know, we'll do our best. And there is people signing up and upgrading. I see the commissions there, so I know that that's happening. But if you're you know struggling for getting good sign-ups, we have tier 1 traffic. The funds we collect from this is spent on advertising in the US, Canada, UK, and New Zealand. And it's tier 1 traffic, and the click rate is enormous. I'll not go on the stats with this Hangout, but if you want to buy a position in the rotator, there's maximum 100 positions. You can't buy more than one. Doesn't matter how many times you press this, you know, if you want to buy a position, you click buy, click this button, and it'll give you 30 days in the rotator from when you buy it. If you press buy again, it'll just add those days on to the existing days that you've got left. So, you know, if I do it twice, it'll give us 60 days. Or if I do it 3 times, it'll give us 90 days. You cannot have more than one position at any one time. And we did that on purpose to stop, you know, people who've got plenty of money monopolizing the the situation and getting all the sign-ups. We want everybody to have the fair bash at the rotator. But it's definitely getting sign-ups. And again, if you're not sure, pop into the Facebook group and look at the results people are getting. You know, and if you are getting results, post them in there, and you know, just people can see that.
I want to say, Jim, that I'm getting at least one every day, and I'm not. I mean, it's I have one position just like everybody else, so I know everybody else has got to be, you know, close to that because it rotates. So, but there are some days when I get 2 or 3 or 4. So from the rotator, so I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, for $10 a month, that's a heck of a bargain. So
to be honest, I mean,
I think I've lost count how many I'm getting.
Yeah,
I got one yesterday. And yes, Tammy, yeah, sometimes it's 2, 3, or 4 a day. You know, and then it's just a matter if you try and contact them, try and send them an email or something, or see if they're on Facebook, and contact them and take it from there. But yeah, it's a great way.
That's it. It's like, you know, some of them are signing up as paid members automatically, but you know, some people need to be, you know, the personal touch. We can't do everything, but what we can do is via the rotator, and it's not cheap. And this is why I set the rotator up, because I didn't want to just buy rubbish traffic. And again, I can see that via the stats, but I wanted quality sign-ups, you know, and people who are contactable, and give that one a bash for $10. I think you'll be impressed at the results, to be honest. But what else? I was making some notes there for rotate. I think earnings. Yeah, when you upgrade. I mean, you can earn sort of traffic credits and ad credits, and you can earn, you know, if you like clicking, you can earn some good money over here, good rewards. But if you really want to go to town, and if you see Mike's results, if you go to the stats and you see the leaderboard, we've only been going, I think, 2 weeks now, and you know, we haven't hyped this up, and we will do, to be honest. I just wanted to take it easy, but Mike's a gold member, and the rewards how his rewards are so high is, as a gold member, everyone Mike brings into Adsvduo Bitcoin, when they upgrade, doesn't matter if they upgrade to a bronze, a silver, or a gold, because Mike's a gold, he gets a return 75% commission, whatever they spend. You know, if it's a $9 upgrade or a 30-day upgrade, 60-day upgrade, he instantly will receive 75%. And that, I don't think I've ever seen anything like that out there. The income opportunity, and remember, as they renew the 30 days or the 60 days, Mike will receive that all over again. So it's a residual income. It's not just a one-time. And then again, banner purchases. Everybody who Mike brings in, whether they're free, bronze, silver, or gold, doesn't matter. When they purchase a banner advertisement package to advertise their banners, Mike receives 50% commission from everything that person spends forever. As long as it could be a free member and they buy $20, you know, banner ad. Mike will receive, if it was a $20 ad, he would receive $10. If they bought another one 2 weeks later, Mike would receive another commission. If they bought another one 4 weeks later, you get the picture. It's a residual, you know, all these things are going to add up. Traffic grid purchases. Now, the traffic grid, make sure you're there how to earn. It's addictive, people. I'm telling you. I just click it just for the fun of it, just to see if I can win something. And you know, I don't really win it, but Mike would, again, earn 50% commission because he's a gold member from everything they buy. Silver, obviously, the commissions are less, but it's still 50% from everything that your downline, again, whether the silver, bronze, or gold, you make a big. There you can accelerate your commissions. And this is the whole idea. We wanted to make it so anybody can come in and anybody can make an income. You know, it's, I just wanted to cover that one. It's because there's the huge potential, and it's residual potential as well. The CPA, right, this is where I want to get into this one. I added this last week. So as an advertiser, Tammy just showed you what you can do with it. You can basically, as an advertiser, you can name your price in, you know, setting it up, and you can tell people what you want them to do, and you're in control. I don't give the money out. You know, you as an advertiser, check that once that person declares that they've done something. So I'll just go to the CPA as an earner. I'll just show you one that I've, you know, obviously tested. But here's an example of one I set up. Tammy, again, she just showed you how to set it up. So you can load your banner, and then you clickable link to take them wherever you want them to go. Again, that's, you set that up in your settings. But the description, and this is an earner, you have to read this description. And now I'll be honest, people maybe don't understand it properly, or they're not reading it, and they just click away, like, you know, click, click, click. And then take your time when you're doing these CPAs. Read what the advertiser is asking you to do, because the advertiser, you can, just an example, join the link above, pay for membership, right? Then submit your username in the box. You know, it says on the right, so we'll have to reword that, but claiming without completing will get you banned from the system. Now, we don't want people just claiming and claiming and claiming and making work for the advertiser when they haven't clearly done what the advertiser asked you to do. At the very least, if you want to claim that $1, do what that advertiser's paying you for. And if you don't want to join, fine, no problem. Don't claim it. You know, don't, as a free, if you join this as a free member and you put your username in here and you click submit, it doesn't mean you're going to get the $1, because let's just, in this scenario, Tammy, as an advertiser, will be checking in her back office, and I'm going to show you it again at the back office again, how to control it as an advertiser, because the admin, the ads on Bitcoin are not, you know, you place the advert as an advertiser, and as an earner, the advertiser, it's between them two. It's nothing to do with ads in Bitcoin. Eh?
Can I say something before you go on?
Yeah.
We were talking about, Jim and I were talking about this the other day. This could be used as a pay it forward program. So if you wanted to add, let's say for coin impressions, I was just thinking, you know, if I offered $5 for a sign up for coin impressions, that could be a way to piff. You know, if your program was $10 and you said, I'll pay you $5 here to join and pay, this would be an easy way to pay it forward for people who might, you know, people like a bargain. That's really what people are looking for. They want a bargain. They want to get something out of something. So that's just, you know, that's one way to use this too. So. Yeah,
I think it has multiple uses. You know, you can, if you're collecting emails, you can say I'll pay 10. Again, the options are there, loading the ad. But as an earner, please read what the advertiser is asking you to do, and you see the $1 there. And what's happening right now is, I'll be honest, for this particular ad, people are coming to the earn section, they're clicking the CPA, and they're going, oh, $1, submit. Half of them haven't even bothered joining as a free member. And that's you know, do what that person is willing to pay you, the advertiser, $1. Not ads in Bitcoin. Remember, it's Tammy in this particular instance would pay you $1. But Tammy, just because you pressed submit doesn't mean that $1 is going into your account. What will happen then is, once you've read this, done what the person's asked you to do, you do follow the instructions, click submit, and then we'll just flip back over. Now, this is what Tammy would be looking for in this scenario. She would go to her CPA, and over here, she would look at submissions. Now remember, you've submitted that you did that task. You haven't got the money yet, remember this. Tammy would then go to her submissions, and she would look at, I'll just go to see if I've got any recent ones. Yes, so there's some pending, just to give you some example. So this person here has said, let's go with this one. This person here, Leo X97, has said that they've joined Coin Impressions and paid. And they've put the username in and they've pressed submit. But I know they haven't. So they've joined maybe as a free member, but they haven't read the instructions properly. Now, I'm not going to pay that $1. as an advertiser, unless they do what I ask them, that's fair. You know, why would I give them $1 when they don't do what I ask? That's normal. Eh? So what Tammy does as an advertiser, she'll go over here and she'll look at this person. Have they done that task? She'll go to a coin expression or wherever, or Hits Monkey. She'll check. If they haven't done it, bang, decline. You won't get the dollar. As Tammy's the advertiser, she's in control of her advertisement, not ads and Bitcoin. Eh? So if you want to just waste everybody's time, you know, and claim things that you haven't done, you won't get the reward. Simple as that. Eh? If you have, let's just an example. Let's just say that this one has done it. I've marked them as pending, so in case there's a delay in the payment, you know, coin impression on this particular thing. But just an example, if that person has done it, I'll click as an advertiser, yes, complete. Not ads and Bitcoin, eh? Advertiser and earner. It's very important. Eh? Don't come on support kicking and screaming, I didn't get my dollar. Because obviously you didn't do what the advertiser asked. we haven't got any control over it. But if everybody reads basically what you have to do is, and again, I can understand everyone was a little bit excited on Friday and they didn't. We've all been there. We're all click away like lunatics and don't read things properly. But, you know, $1 is a lot of money, eh? For someone to pay $1, for whatever it is, it's a lot of money. And they will not pay that $1 unless you do what that particular advertiser has asked you to do. I think that's logic. Yeah? So I'm going to stop sharing. I had on Saturday, I had people screaming on support. Me and Steph were overloaded. I haven't got my $1. I haven't got my $1. But they didn't do what it said. So why would you be paying the $1? If you don't want to join as a paid member, just don't claim it. I think that's normal. Eh? And I'm just going to cross some stuff off here. So CPA earnings, we've got that. I hope. The earnings rotator link. Shooting the video. I'm going to shoot a video. Again, I'll just flip back to share my screen. I'm doing a lot of screen sharing today. But make sure I'm on the right screen. Yes, in the back office. Again, what support is there for anybody who's having problems. But we'll have a lot of people asking questions. How do I earn? How do I load my wallet? How do I, very simple questions. And the information is here. So if you go on your back office, if you go down to entertainment, games, that's just reminded us, Tammy, we've got some competition, we've got some traffic to give away. If you go, entertainment, webinar, now I've put some sections in here, recorded Hangouts. So if you click that button, it'll take you, and what I would suggest is for now is right click and open in a new tab. So we'll just do that. And it'll take you to all of the previous Hangouts, if you want to have a browse around and, have a look. Help videos, right click, open in a new tab. And again, it'll take you to a page with all the help videos we've recorded so far. And if there's a certain help video you want, just give away a shout. And like Tammy said, if we see a question in support being asked over and over and over, we'll make a video. And then we can send the next person who asks, we can send them over to the video. But you can see, how ads and Bitcoin, the rotator link, CPA, advertising earn. Give that one a watch for reference, how to do it. How to earn in ads in Bitcoin, what Mike's just covered. How to add your link to the rotator pool. Everything's there sort of broken down. And it's a good place, for reference. So if you're not sure, entertainment, webinar, and then we've got the early birds training. I started doing this, and again, I wasn't too sure whether to do it because I know 90% of the people who start watching this training series will not finish it. That's the nature of internet marketing. People haven't got the patience and whatever. But there is people screaming for it. So I've started to, when did I start it? Friday. There's the intro. If you're gonna do this training, start from the beginning. There's no way to skip forward. If you watch video 2, without watching the intro and video one, you literally not know what's going on. It's a step-by-step how I market online. And again, I'll just stop sharing for a second. It's not a magic tool. You know, it's not going to make you a millionaire. If you follow this training, it's not going to make you a millionaire tomorrow morning. All I'm telling you in this series is what I'm doing and how I'm making my income online. And I don't do any other, I have no other income. This is it. So it has to work. If it doesn't work, I don't eat it. So if anybody doubts, but again, it takes time. And this video or training series is not designed to make you rich in 10 minutes. It takes time to build, but it's things, what I show you in there, it's things that you need if you want to do it serious. You know, if you want to maximize your time and get the best quality, you need these things, what I'm showing you. And again, some are free, some cost money. But that's, go on, Ike. I was going to pass it to you anyway because I think it's competition time.
That was fun going over those numbers, but I'll do that in a second. You know, I told you last time in a hangout that I met Jim, you know, previously, and that's how I started talking to him, was that he was doing some of this pixel training, or actually he started talking to me about his pixels and all that stuff. And I realized that, man, I didn't know anything about marketing. Like, wow, I just thought I could go out there and throw a link in Facebook and that was the end of it. And it really isn't that way. But again, you know, even I, following Jim and talking to him and him getting on to me all the time is, you hurry too fast and you don't do this and you're jumping around too much to too many programs, blah, blah, blah. And even then, I am not always consistent in the way that I should be to make this work. And that's one thing I can appreciate about both Jim and Mike. They're very methodical and they're very consistent. And that's the thing that I'm working towards, is just slowing it down, testing things, looking at things that are working, instead of, again, trying to find 1,000 things, you know, and throw at you, you know, for $1. You know, we want to find those things that really are working and that are consistent. And this changes all the time because it's the internet wild, wild west. And we know that it changes all the time. But there's a way to do this. And that's what you'll get out of those training videos. I already know because I've already been through a lot of that training. So that's what you're going to get out of that training. So I would highly recommend that you do that. So we had this, I didn't see the contest. I had a busy weekend, birthdays, all that stuff. But Jim asked me to look at the numbers here. And so I went to the group and I was looking at the numbers. And I want to give a big shout out to Jim Dart, who obviously took this really serious and jumped on there and click, click, click. But that stuff, she upped him 1 point. She upped Jim by 1 point. And I don't know, Jim, if I were you, Jim Dart, I might go out there and, you know, tweak your little ear or something like that. But anyway, so here's how it went. Steph had 2,042 points in the game. Jim had 2,041 points in the game. Carolyn Ross, good job. She had 1,456 points in the game. And then a shout out to Renee Love, who posted her hits too. She had 437. So congratulations to you guys for jumping in there, making this fun, you know, and following through and doing this game. So I know there's going to be more to come because Jim is addicted to these games and he's going to keep throwing stuff in there. So I have no doubt about that. But anyway, what are they going to get, Jim? Wait, I think you're on mute.
I always managed to do it once. I always managed to make a mistake. But what I was saying was, right at the beginning, we said we wanted to have fun with this program as well. So every Friday, and I'm going to be looking for a new game, but every Friday we'll have a competition for over the weekend. And this weekend it was billiards. And it's just fun. You know, the prizes for this week, Steph's going to win $20 worth of traffic balance. Jim, congratulations. Hard lanes, man. 1 point. that's just hard lanes. what does he win? He wins $10 at traffic balance. And Caroline, well done. And I know Caroline was at a wedding, Caroline Ross, so she didn't see it until the last minute, because I know she was competitive last week as well. So congratulations, you've done well. And I know there was a lot of people couldn't get the hang. It was like a billiards game, and they couldn't get the hang of how to do it, and it was driving them nuts. But Caroline gets $5 worth of traffic balance as well. So again, Friday's Hangout this week will be announcing the competition for the weekend, and then always on the Monday we'll announce the winners. We don't drag it out for like weeks and weeks and weeks. So on a Friday night, we'll announce the competition on the game. Highest scores win. Post the scores in the early birds. Sorry, the Ads in Bitcoin Facebook group. And on Monday Hangout, just before the Hangout, we'll announce the winners. You know, if that's not fun, because all the weekend, you know, we've got bantering going on in the messages. How did you do this? I kind of get the hang of that, and it's just a bit of fun. It's not all about earning money online. We've got to have a laugh as well. So it's, well, that's the winners. That's what they're going to get. And Mike, I don't know. Have you got anything before we shoot? We've still got...
Yeah, you know, you're talking about the pixels and the training that you're doing there, and I'm actually following it, you know, step by step. I watched the one that you put out today about the pixels. I mean, I've got pixels set up as it is, but, you know, I just thought I'd refresh my memory. And, yeah, you know, anybody that doesn't know anything about pixels, you want to watch this training, because it just retargets people. I mean, I'd heard about pixels, you know, months and months ago, and I didn't really know what they were. And then I got into them, and I thought, yeah, I can see the benefit of these. And then, you know, Jim's put this training out, and I watched it, and I thought, yeah, it's spot on, is this? It's so easy to do, you know, but if you don't know, then you don't know how to do it. But watch Jim's training there. I think it's 17 minutes. It's not a long time. And you'll know then how to set up pixels, and then, you know, you'll get more people seeing your adverts, and then you can go a step further with it and do some, you know, Facebook paid ads, and target those people on your pixels. So it's all good stuff that Jim's teaching us how to do, and I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot from him, and I'm looking forward to the next one. And so, you know, look at those training videos.
There's a few like tricks, but the Facebook pixel is basically like a foundation. And again, it's not a tool to get you rich, but again, the whole theme of what the training is, I'm not going to go too long into it. Facebook pixels is basically long term, you know, and I'm going to show you ways how to accelerate to build this list, and you'll be amazed. You're going to laugh at some of the ways that I'm actually doing it with you guys, and you're going to go, hey, the crafty bugger. You're going to literally, because I'm going to give it all. I'm going to, you know, tell you, you know, straight how I'm doing it. And I'll be honest, in the last week or so, there's a handful of people just accelerated my pixel list by me giving them something for free. They've actually used that free product, what I've given them, and they're exploding my pixel list. And you're gonna laugh. Go on, Tammy. I want
to say one thing, because people might be going, pixel list, I don't get that. If you don't know what a pixel list is, go to Amazon or some really big site, and then go back to Facebook and see how many Amazon ads you see, or how many insurance agency ads you see. No matter what you go on, let me tell you, these companies are collecting your pixel, whether you know it or not. You know, so that's how you know pixel lists are working. And this is what'd you call yourself, a crafty bugger? That's what he's doing behind the scenes. So anyway, go ahead. I wanted to tell someone, you know, that's how you know.
I cover that in the training.
Yeah.
I actually tell people to go. It's basically a cookie. You know, it's Facebook version of a cookie. Yeah? But all these big companies, I'll just, you know, quickly recap what Tammy's just said. You go to a website, a car insurance website, on the internet, nothing to do with Facebook. And then go on Facebook, like Tammy's just said it. They've collected your pixel, which is embedded in their website. And now you're going to start seeing adverts, you know, for the retarget you within 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. In the right-hand side of Facebook, you'll start seeing adverts. And this is how I do it. I'll collect a pixel list, an audience, shall we say, and then I'll make an advert, and then I'll advertise only to that audience. So that audience see my ad over and over and over again, and nobody else. And then you'll have all done it. And I remember thinking a couple of years ago, that must be a massive advertising campaign, because I was seeing the ad all the time. And then when I clicked how they were doing it, it wasn't. They were spending maybe $20, $30. And it's literally super targeting to people who are obviously visited one of your sites before. But we'll go through that in the training. But again, 90% of the people will not have the patience, because the two, you know, I want to get rich, like shiny object seeker syndrome people, and they just haven't got what's the right word? I don't know.
Patience
Patience or whatever. Yeah.
I think we should sell magic carpets.
I'll tell you, make a fortune, won't I? But anyway, and just again, that training, I'll go through it. Everything I do in there, there's an income stream from the tools that I use to collect the emails, to collect the pixels, to retarget the people. There's an actual income stream with the tools that's like the backbone income from my income stream. And then I use that foundation to promote, bang, whatever I want. It's anyway. We're going to stop because it's we're coming to time. But pop over to your back office. Have a look at webinar, you know, entertainment, webinars, training. Give the first video a watch, and you might get hooked. Well, all this time next year we'll be millionaires. Okay, everybody. I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good week. Cheers.
Okay. Bye for now.